He's the best science-based lifter.
Okay, guys, hear that? I'm the best science-based lifter. Yeah. Hello, guys. So this is gonna be a little bit different video today. I just wanted to go over my lower body session and what I do in the given sessions. Maybe you can learn some insights or two from there, or maybe just have fun watching me work out like a creep. But yeah, so that's what we are gonna do. I'm gonna be going out. अभी I'm currently taking my ocean water. ये पीने के बाद I'm gonna go and have a really good lower body session. Let's see how that turns out. Well, ocean water guava one, 7 out of 10, right? Anyways, this is the fit for today. Yeah, so this is the fit we have for today. Quite homeless, quite whatever it is, but yeah, this is what we're working with. If you are going to the gym, listen, if you are going to the gym, you never, as a man, wear tight ass shorts. Okay, never as a man you're wearing tight ass shorts. Okay, that is gay. That is, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, every time I see someone wear like something like this, I'm just like no, bro, I can see a bulge. I don't want to see that. Like, I don't want to see that. Anyways, so we have a lot of things for agenda today. बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं. We have a whole ass lower session, and I'm pretty excited. So yeah, let's see what we can do. Be फिलहाल taking my ocean water. The one thing about pre-workout drinks, see, the reason I'm drinking this pre-workout is purely because I haven't had anything since the morning apart from whey. Right? That is the whole reason why I have it. Right? Does that make more sense now? If you're someone who's having a lot of carbs throughout the day and throughout a given day, you don't need this. Especially pre-workout. But if you're someone who hasn't had any kind of carbs since the morning, and this is like you're going to be going to work out like without any carbs in your body, I wouldn't suggest that. I would just take some, not like I would just take some intra workout, or like I would just take some pre-workout carbohydrates, so at least the session goes nice. The thing is, honestly, it's a lot of people confuse it that it's going to be having a performance enhancing effect if you take it pre-workout, but rather it is only good for people who are taking it intra workout. So ideally what you want to do is, let's say for example, if you're someone who's feeding yourself regularly, you don't really need this pre-workout. But let's say you are someone whose workout is long enough, आपका workout बहुत लंबा चल रहा है, right? At that given time it would make sense for you to take something like this. It definitely makes sense. But then अगर आपका workout पहली बार लंबा नहीं चल रहा है, second thing, you are well fed, you might just not need it. Like एक 45-minute workout के लिए intra workout ले रहे हो तुम, बात थोड़ा मतलब like it doesn't make sense. I've recently made a change on my split, upper lower, and that is for one specific reason. Is because whenever I try to record a full body session, my camera dies. My camera fucking dies. So I'm gonna try to record a lower session today, and I hope that my camera doesn't die. Okay? I mean, I'm gonna buy like an extra pair of batteries, but like till now I don't have any of that, so I'm gonna be just you just have to deal with whatever I have. Okay? Anyways, so let's go get the workout session done. चार लोग मिलके घूर रहे हो मेरे को. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn some music on. Problem is that I'm very nervous in the gym, especially because I have like fucking 20 different people looking at me while I record. But yes, whatever. But yeah, so our first exercise is gonna be pendulum squats. I just completed my pre-workout drink and I'm gonna be hitting the pendulum squats. I don't do any kind of external internal rotation kind of warm up, and I don't plan to do any of that anytime soon either. I don't think you need that. I don't think you need that. You don't need to do a whole ass circus routine. just for you to perform fucking barbell squats or like dumbbell squats or like any machine kind of squats. It doesn't matter honestly. Like warm up is supposed to be specific to the task which you're doing. For example, now let's say I want to warm up for squats. The best way to go about it is just to do squats, right? I'm not really gonna be going out of my way just to do like fucking 7 reps of internal rotation, 7 reps of external rotation, 5 sets of weird ass like I don't know, greatest world sketch, something, I don't know, like, you don't need all of that. Like, just get to squatting. So, ideally, whenever you are trying to warm up, make sure one thing, like, at least the warm ups are also done with intent. You don't want to rush this movement, like, you're just going down and just coming up, and this is not it. Perform it the way you would perform a regular set. Because the technique which you do right now will really affect how you go about later on in the session. Right? Okay. This feet's supposed to be good, right? Okay. Whew. 3 plates. Heart rate's high. Heart rate's pretty high. One thing is that your heart rate, like one of the best things which you can get is like a heart rate monitor, because that will allow you to tell you how quickly you're recovering in between of the workout session. Like right now it's telling me I'm currently at 98, right? Still breathless at 98. Probably mental. I'm gonna hit one more warm up rep on 3 plates. Hold. That's it. Last time I overshot, to be honest. Like I had like I think 3 plates and 3 plates 25, 3 plates 10 and a 5, 3 plates 10 and a 2.5 for 2. When I usually get around 4 of those. I was so disappointed. I don't know why I got that less. But today we're gonna try to get those reps back. Ideally there are gonna be times, where you are gonna be getting less reps than you're supposed to get. And it's totally fine. The best thing which you can do at that given time is come to the next session and try to get those reps back, right? Like I need this rep. Like I literally I failed and I hated that I failed, Like I didn't like it at all. Because it was like 2 reps. Fuck 2 reps, bro. Like fuck 2 reps. I don't want 2 reps. Alright. Now, one more thing which you will see is that you want to make sure if you're going to be performing a working set, you perform it with intent. Okay? You don't want to go here with a mindset ki, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and do the set. Right? You need to go with, like if you're going to be hitting every single set, you hit it with an intent. Right? Half your mind shouldn't be like away from the set, it should be at the set only. Lock in. Every time you perform a set, you have to lock in. And if you're not locked in, you might be just missing out some gains, right? And it's not that optimal. cardio. Whew. That was a fine ass set. Was it? That was a fine ass set. Heart rate is 155. Last session got 2. Probably because I was under recovered. I got my 4 reps back and I'm happy. Now, our next goal is just to get a 5th rep on that, right? Holy shit, hey, second. Actually, I just saw that instead of 2, I actually got like 1. So I got 4 reps on the shit which I got a 1 rep on. Our second set, what I will be doing is I'll be reducing the weight. I'll be reducing it to something like 2 plates, 10 and 5. Is that a back off set? Not really, I'm just adjusting according to my fatigue, you know. So I'm still recovering, but yeah. I'm gonna wait it out a bit. It's like my heart rate's still not low, bro. Whew. That was bro, but doing 10 reps is like such cardio, bro. Doing 10 reps on fucking squats is just cardio. Like, literally, it is cardio, nothing else. और कुछ नहीं हो. Oh fuck the pump. Dude, my quads. Oh my god. Second exercise is gonna be hip extension. It's gonna be biasing the hamstrings more. Now, you might be wondering why I'm doing this on a 45-degree back extension machine. That is purely because of one specific reason. Because the hamstrings have good leverage. That's all. I'm not gonna lie. The first time you try this exercise, you might just feel like a lot of pain in the back of your knee or something like that. As you go on with the exercise, you know, like you'll see one thing that you're actually feeling the hams. Like, I'm not really more of like a feel kind of guy, but then, you know, like on an SLDL compared to this, I don't feel my hamstrings like contracting the way it does on this shit, bro. Like I can't explain this shit. Just give it a try. Give it a try for like 4 weeks straight. You know, you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay. Ooh, fuck. There's just one stupid ass notion which is there that if you're performing something single arm or single leg, you might just not need some rest. But that's just so stupid. Like right now my heart rate's at like 150 just for performing this. And you want your heart rate to come down because again supraspinal CNS fatigue exists. So you want to perform exercises, at least let it go down till fucking 100, you know? Like, 8 on these. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna up the weight. 75. One thing about this is, like I'll see a lot of people hold weights as well, like hold fucking plates. I think that's a fine idea, but the problem is that then you have one big limiting factor just holding those plates, and that's your fucking grip, bro. Like literally, I've seen people stack up fucking 7 plates of 20 kgs and pull this. Bhai, I don't know how the fuck they are doing this shit, because like that's so much more grip strength than what you need for. Fuck. One thing which you'll need in a lot of your sets is to have a look into how the velocity of the weight is moving, right? Think about this. The weight should be slowing down. If you're reaching close to failure, weight should be slowing down. Like the first rep and the last rep, the way you move it, it's gonna look different. And if it doesn't, I don't know what to tell you. You're just not training hard, bro. I'm gonna go rack these dumbbells and I'll be back. Next exercise we have is extensions. Yep. And it will be surprising. I'll probably do only like one set of this, max. Like I tried 4 sets. I was not really able to recover the next session. That's why I tell you, the data is going to show you that okay, you can recover. The data is going to show you that you can recover from a specific time at this given period of time, but it necessarily is not supposed to be the same for everyone, right? So you have to note down your own data. That's why you have to track your own data, right? Like 3 sets are recoverable within 72 hours, but again, my shit doesn't recover, so मैं क्या करूँ उसका? Ideally, if you don't have seat belts, it's not necessary for you to buy the seat belts, but again, if you have it, it's a better thing. मैं तो आज लाना भूल गया. So best thing which you can do, have some straps, loop it around the bar, okay? And now you pray that you don't move, nothing else. That's fine. Just like, I'm not gonna jump in this yet. I'm not gonna jump in. I just did the whole stack, but I'm not gonna jump in this yet because again, I wanna wait like at least like 10-12 reps on this, and then I'm gonna jump in it. I just feel like the load is heavy. I know that the load is heavy, but I just feel like I can still work more towards making the set a bit more quality rather than just adding load just blindly, and that's what you should look into as well. It's not always about adding load blindly. I mean, yeah, sure, you can say that that's progressive overload, but again, is it really progressive overload if when you add the load, the way that your set looks now just changed completely? No, it's not. There are a lot of other things which you have to actually look into as well, rather than just adding load. Sab add load karna nahi hota. It might be very surprising, but you know what I've been actually doing? I've been holding this squeeze of my hamstring curls. I'm not even kidding. And I'll tell you exactly why. So, a while ago when I started performing hamstring curls, I almost maxed this machine out. I mean, I did max the machine out. But the problem was that the back of my knee was just feeling way too odd. And to the point where I started feeling this sharp pain. And I was like, fuck no. I don't want any kind of injuries right now. I don't want to be out of the game for a long time. So what I did was to compensate for the load, I started holding the squeeze, and I started controlling my eccentrics as well. One more. We maxed out this machine for abduction, but the thing is, thing about this is like, I can't load a gym pin on this. If you have a look at the stack, I don't know if you can see the stack. Have a look at the stack. So there is no way I can add in like fucking pins on that shit. So I just have to do high reps on this. Is that fatiguing? Probably not. One quick tip, if you're performing this exercise, the best way not to strain your fucking adductors on it is ideally gonna be try spreading your legs as wide as you can. You see right now मेरा इतना ही आ रहा है, ठीक है? So best thing now what you have to do is just get it to your active range of motion. So mine was still here, right? This is the active range of motion I can work in. So I'm gonna be playing through this range of motion, right? If I go and get a deep stretch on this, like I'm gonna strain my shit, and I don't want to do that. I think honestly that was a session. I just have some calves left. I get done with the calf isometrics, and that's about it. So let's have a look at the pump. Let's have a look at the pump. So anyways, I think that was my lower session. Honestly, pretty short, pretty quick. I think we got done in 60 minutes. For the first time, I got a recording done in 60 minutes. It's pretty good. So I'm gonna be putting out one more video. Then I think I'm gonna be putting out one more video, but that is probably gonna be nutrition related. And I have one educational video planned for this week. So we have in total of 3 videos on YouTube coming in this week. So let's see how that goes. Anyways, so if you guys want a specific video recommendation, or if you feel like there's some kind of video you guys want me to make, comment section. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna go home. I'll walk. Probably I'm gonna be walking back home. This is one thing which I like to do. So what I like doing is, so my house is like kind of around like 2 kilometers away. So I like just walking my way back home, just listening to music. It gives me a lot of ideas, on how to perform, like how to make some kind of content, or like gives me ideas कि reel में क्या post करना है, क्या करना. But yeah, so I'm gonna go back home, walk, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Subscribe, follow, like, share. So yeah, anyways, bye bye.